Recording. Okay, so welcome everybody to tonight's team call. It is June 22nd, and this is the Fit Family Network weekly team presentation. This is just our weekly time to get together and do some recognition, talk about some announcements and some things we have going on in our team. And we like to give a spotlight to some other coaches that are doing some great things and just kind of share what we're doing that's working and give you an opportunity to learn from some of the other successful coaches in our team, as well as just a chance to get some feedback from one another, brainstorm, get some ideas, and see each other's faces. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to screen share our presentation, and then we'll go back here to the regular screen and talk about our takeaways. Okay, so we have our guest speaker tonight, Jenny Beauregard, and she's going to take over after I go through these recognition slides. So, but I definitely wanted to be sure to give a huge shout out to our top recruiters and our top earners this week. So way to go, Tina Fraley, with 3 new coaches last week. That is awesome. So we're super proud of you. We also had Dawn Keith, which is her husband, Stephanie, Jenny, and Stella all recruited 2 coaches last week. And then Sandy Tachi at 589 PV and Caitlin Lesk at 584. So both of you guys in the 500 club, which is awesome. And then right below that, we have our 300 club. Our 500 and 300 club, those are for personal volume. So that basically means either your own personal purchases or sales that you've made, you know, people getting Shakeology or just you connecting people with products that are going to help them on their fitness journey. So basically each of those numbers just represents somebody that is getting plugged into a challenge group or something that is getting them on track to living a healthy and fulfilling life. So we always like to celebrate these, and it's a great thing. So great job, guys. All right, our Success Club earners. We've got a bunch that have already gotten their Success Club 10, knocked out of the park this month. And so great job to Jason at SC18, that's awesome. We've got Nikki Wallace at SC18, Samantha Knight, SC16, Stella at SC15, Jenny SC14, Kristen Dunn at SC14, Nicole Cabe at 14, Tanya at 13, Jenna at 11, Nina Pears at 11, and then Casey, Erica, Chelsea, Allison, Michelle, and Sarah all at SC10. So great job, guys. If you saw my post earlier in the group today, I gave an example of what some of my Success Club leads look like, and they definitely get better the longer and more consistently you are in Success Club. So definitely make that one of your goals if you are wanting to build this business into something huge. So SC10, great job, guys. Then we've got a bunch of you who are already locked in at SC5. So great job. Amy, Emily, Nicole, Michelle, Sandy, Karen, Laura, Sarah, Heather, Brittany, Jenny, Jessica, Channy, and Stephanie. So great job, guys. Now there's a bunch of us that are still in the so close, and I want you to know there is still a ton of time in this month. So do not give up. Keep on inviting, following up, and just keeping track of who you're talking to. Today is the 22nd, so there's still over a week left and so much time for you to be able to get a challenge group. Even if you haven't even promoted a challenge group or even announced a challenge group, there is still plenty of time to put something together, collaborate with other coaches, and just have something to invite to. All right, so we had some pretty exciting rank advancements last week. So awesome job to Jason and Kristen, our 2 new Diamond coaches in the Fit Family Network. Jason is sponsored by his wife, Erica, and they're an awesome team. Also, you probably saw Jason was our top Success Club point earner, so those kind of go hand in hand, and we know that he's been recruiting a ton, and hopefully we're going to have them on a team call coming up soon too. Also, Kristen, great job. It's so exciting. She is with Purpose for Life under Caitlin, and they are doing amazing things as well with their business. Also, both Erica and Kristen, or Erica and Jason together, and then Kristen, they're both in our Road to Success group that we started last month that we were kind of doing as a push group leading up to Summit. And that's been a great group with a ton of content, and we've been seeing lots of rank advancements coming from that group. And that's the group that I'm running together with Shiva. Shiva Latifi, she's not in our team, so it was just a great opportunity to learn from another top coach that is outside of our normal network. So that's been a really great group. And we've got two new Emerald coaches. So we've got Brittany Nicole and Michelle Ferreira. I've been seeing her name pop up a lot. So great job, ladies. Emerald is an awesome achievement, that big first step into your business, and super cool. So great job to our rank advancements. For those of you that are going to be attending Summit, gosh, it is just a few weeks away, so I know we're all getting really excited. If you are staying at the MC Suites with the majority of our team, we are going to be doing live workouts. We rented a separate workout space area, meeting room type thing, so that our certified instructors from our team can actually host workouts specific for us. So I know we have a few of our team, like Nicole Murray, Michelle Harris, Ali Sequel. They're going to be hosting workouts right there at the hotel. So if you didn't sign up for a live trainer workout, you have that option as well. Or if you signed up for a later trainer workout, like in the afternoon or whatever, then you can do the live workout in the morning with our own team. So that was one of the really big highlights of Winter Summit, was being able to get to work out together with our team and be able to take a class from somebody who normally you don't get to take a class with. So that's going to be pretty cool. So if you are registered for Summit, I know we have people that are still on the fence, and it's not too late. So if you are even just kind of have it in the back of your mind as a maybe, I would definitely reach out to somebody and just get their feedback, talk to somebody in our team, ask them if they think it was worth the investment. And, just ask what their takeaways were. Were those relationships worth it? I know it's a lot to ask of people to travel to Nashville, take time off, get a hotel room, maybe even room with somebody you've never met before. We do all kinds of crazy things just so that we can be here, because this event is that much of a life-changing, game-changing, business-changing event. So if you have the slightest little inkling of maybe you want to go, I would take that as a sign that you definitely should be there. So I would love to see you there, and we have a group open just for our team that is going, and we're sharing details for things we're going to be doing together, so make sure you get plugged in. Okay, so this is something that I wanted to put out there for you guys to do with me. John Maxwell's book, The 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth, you guys have heard me talk about how much I love this book, and I really give this book most of the credit for how I got started in personal development in the first place. Beachbody told me to do personal development for years. Scotty told me to do it, and I put it on the back burner, said I don't have time to read. I'm a college, at the time I was pregnant and going to school for my master's degree and working full-time as a paralegal, and I had a million excuses why I couldn't find the time to read 10 pages a day of a book. But once I finally decided to commit, it was after seeing John Maxwell live at Summit and just hearing him speak live, and it was just amazing and totally just changed my opinion on, finding the time and a place, in my life to add that in. And so that really put me on the path of understanding the importance of personal development. And I've been wanting to go back to reading this book. I read it once, and it was a total game changer. And it's usually a book I always recommend to people to read. So I'm going to read it again starting in July. And I would love to have you guys join me, anybody that wants to read it as well. And we're going to be doing I'm personally going to be doing a giveaway for the top recruiter between now and July 1st. So that's like next Beachbody week, Thursday through Wednesday. So whoever's the top recruiter, I'm going to send you a free copy of this book. So if you already have it, I am more than happy to send it to, a friend or downline coach or whatever you want. So that's going to be just a cool perk for you to, it's for you to shoot for. Okay, so we're going to go and pass it on to Jenny, and we're super excited to hear from you, and you're going to do awesome, and we're not going to have any technical issues.
We are not. Thanks, Jen.
Okay, hold on, I got to stop. No, actually, I guess I need to keep it on screen share because you don't have the slides.
Correct.
So just tell me when to press to the next one.
You can go ahead and press
okay.
Next. Hi, everybody. Thanks so much for coming on the call with me tonight. I'm excited to fail forward and do a call again after the technological problems I had last time. So I'm excited to sort of redeem myself, technologically speaking. I think Zoom is a little bit easier. So thank you so much for getting on the call. My topic tonight is how do I stay strong when I feel weak? How to pick yourself up during times of trial. Thanks, Jen. Next slide. So a little bit about me, for those of you that don't know me. I am an opera singer. For the past 10 years, I've been in school or singing gigs all around the country. It is one of my passions. I've been singing since I was very little, so this is one of my niche markets in Beachbody. I am a cancer survivor, 3 years as of April, which is awesome, and feeling great. I am also a teacher. I like to teach singing. I like to teach the business of singing. Which is why I opened my online magazine called Sexi, Soprano to help young singers bridge the gap between student and professional and learn about the business side of things. As far as my Beachbody journey, when I was diagnosed with cancer, I was at my highest weight, about 175 pounds. I was living actually here in Tucson, where I'm visiting right now, and I was completely miserable. I was overweight. I was eating McDonald's and Wendy's every day to and from school. I was filling my body with crap, and I decided at my low point of being diagnosed with cancer that it was time for a change. So I began to adjust my nutrition and started working out. And then a few years later, I found Beachbody, which was about 10 months ago. And I found the 21-day fix, and Shakeology changed my life. I finished off the last 15 pounds. I've never felt so good. I have energy through the roof and constantly just feeling great. Also, one of the things I credit Beachbody with is I am a recovering pessimist. And I used to be one of those negative people that would just say, I can't or I won't all the time. And this has really changed my way of thinking. And that's my little, I'm going to the top, positive thinking. Woo! Okay, next slide, please. Okay, so most speakers, most coaches that get on calls that I've seen, that I've watched on YouTube or that get on this call, get on the call and discuss something that they have already learned and overcome. They share their stories about how they rose up from the depths of their trials and overcame it with flying colors, and now they're rock stars and they're strong and they're ready to go. So I decided to challenge myself today. I decided to challenge myself and discuss something that I haven't yet overcome, but I'm in the process of doing, that I'm smack in the middle of. I am in hopes that this will help one person, even one person, through any trial that they may be going through. Right now, I'm going through probably the hardest time that I've ever had. And it's not something I'm going to share in detail as of yet, but through cancer and through several other things in my life, I think this is probably up there on the list. And I decided that it would be a good time to kind of talk about it and to prove to you guys and to prove to myself that I can rise up and overcome this even in the middle of it. Because of Beachbody, I now have the tools and the support at my disposal to rise above, to be the person coming from the depths of my trials and be that success story. So thank you for listening to this call. So you're in hard times.
Can you guys make sure that that you've muted yourself? Like from this screen, I can't mute people. So just make sure that it's on mute. Oh, that's okay.
Do I have to mute it? Or, oh no, you can.
Okay. We're good.
Good. Anyway, we all go through hard times. We get sick. A family member gets sick. We have struggles with relationships. We get hurt. We have financial problems. We lose our job. We have dark and heavy days. We just have days where maybe there's no big thing going on in our lives, but we're just feeling kind of off. Reality is that at some point in your life, you're going to come into hard times. So what will you do in reaction to those hard times? Here are my 7 steps to overcoming trials. Step 1, set a time limit. So if you're going through something that is extremely hard and rated at number 10 of one of the worst things in your life, as I am, set a time limit according to your needs. So I need to grieve for a little while. I need to think and process things. So I'm going to set my time limit either per day or for a couple weeks that I'm going to set and grieve about it. I have to deal with it. We have to think about it. We have to go through it. You have to feel it and deal. Then you start to set a time limit per day. I am now allowing myself in this moment per day, 30 minutes to deal with my situation, to think about it, to grieve, to process. So I think when you set a time limit on things, then you can just take action and move forward past that time limit. I'm setting an alarm, so I know my allotted amount of time to grieve is up. And when I hear that sound, it means that I'm done for that session. I must go on, and you must go on, because I'm worth it, and you're worth it. Your life is worth it. Number 2, keep a good perspective. There have been good, you have to remember those good times. You have to remember that you have the strength and you have power, and you have to not forget gratitude. Force yourself to write down 3 things that you're grateful for. Even if it's something really small, like the sun is shining today, or you have a roof over your head, or food on the table, or you have a cute little puppy that will lie next to you all day long and look up at you adoringly. Write down those 3 things. As a recovering pessimist, I can attest to the power of positive thinking, for sure. When you spend your days thinking negatively and telling yourself, I can't, or I won't, or why is this happening to me, and constantly worrying, your situation will get worse. I used to make excuses all the time as to what was going badly in my life, and then why I couldn't do the things that I had goaled myself to do because of those things that were going badly in my life. But as soon as you start to be grateful and show gratitude and think positively, you start training your brain to notice the beauty around you, and things, they really do start to get brighter, even though it sounds a little cliche, but they really do. Step number 3, take action. So you're feeling out of sorts. You don't want to do your normal tasks. They seem daunting. You are struggling to get out of bed at a decent hour, and even that seems like the biggest task. But the more that you allow yourself to fall into this trap, and the longer you allow yourself to fall into this trap, the longer you will remain there. So I encourage you, at whatever level of issue you're going through, don't allow yourself to do it. Get up and take action. Action propels you forward. Set, again, 3 goals for your day. Depending on where you are in your process and what level of trial you're going through, maybe one day your goals will be just get up, take a shower, brush your teeth, eat food, go to the grocery store. Maybe the next day you will want to set bigger goals, and the next day even bigger goals. And eventually you get into the action. I can't tell you how important it is to take action right away, and to keep yourself moving forward. The action will ignite you and keep you feeling accomplished and release happiness and serotonin into your brain. And this is something that you need during these times. Number 4, ask yourself, what should I be learning? You can ask yourself instead, why is this happening to me? Why does everything bad happen to me? Why am I going through this? And focus on the negative. Or you can ask yourself, why? And what should I be learning? I have learned in the middle of this trial for myself that I deserve greatness, that I deserve the things I want out of life, and nothing is going to stop me from getting them. I have learned not only how to pick myself up, but to react as the best possible version of myself in the worst of possible situations. So ask yourself again, what is it that I should be learning in this situation? And focus on that. Leading me to number 5, refocus. Focus not on the fear of the unknown and what is happening now in the moment of your grief or your trial, but instead focus on what could go right. When we accept that we must endure the times of difficulty in our lives, it's natural. We realize that it is a necessary part of life for everyone. Joel Osteen, in his book Breakout, talks about getting ready for a tidal wave. He talks, whatever you believe in, God or source energy or a higher power, whatever it is, he talks about that, moving things out of your way to make way for great things, for something even greater, for something beyond what you could have even fathomed. And though it doesn't seem that way right now, you will get there, and everything will be moved away and parted for you. And if you have unshakable faith and unshakable belief in yourself and in God or a higher power or source energy or whatever it is, the right people, the right opportunities and clarities will come to you. So refocus. Focus on what will come and what doors will be open for you. Number 6, act like you don't feel. We need to get sucked into feeling sorry for ourselves mode. We exude negativity. It shows up in our posture, our conversations with people, our faces, and it begins to manifest in our lives. I believe that I manifested all the negative things that have happened in my life. My endless negativity, fear, excuses, complaints, all the ridiculous things that I thought in my head resulted exactly in what I was worried about. My career didn't take off. My friendships suffered because I didn't add value to their lives at all. I was diagnosed with ovarian cancer. I was overweight, felt unattractive and useless. I manifested that all. I now own that I manifested that. But I'm not dwelling on it anymore because I'm now clear about what I want and the things that I need to get there. So if you're fearful or hurting or anxious or worried, get up and walk out of your house with your shoulders back and your head held high and a smile on your face, even if you don't feel that way. When you start with confidence in your exterior and you walk with confidence, you begin to slowly change your thoughts. And what we project in our thoughts will again manifest itself into reality. And that brings me to number 7, know your why. And I say, no, really know your why. Be honest with yourself for a second. Ask yourself this question: have I established my why? This is one of the first things that we do in Beachbody. Our coach, our upline sponsor, will say, you have to know your why. So have you done this? I mean, really done it. Like really sat down and thought about your why. I'm not talking about the 10 minutes that you're spending thinking about how you want to help people and you want to lose weight and you want to live a healthy life. And then you make a quick video and post it on YouTube and you never see it again. I'm talking about spending actual time thinking, processing, visualizing, and knowing to the core what is your why. 2 months ago, I spent around 7 to 8 hours thinking, visualizing, and writing down my why and what I wanted for my level 10 life. It was so clear that I could see it, I could feel it, I could smell it, and I could project myself into that life. And I'm so glad I did that, because now I have that to use as my power in this time that I'm going through. And because I became so clear, it started happening for me. The clarity allowed me to make changes in my life that needed to be made. Some were inspiring and positive and fun and easy, and others, such as now, are hard as hell. But there's no going back or stopping me once I was that specific with my why. So take the time, visit your why, really think about it, do it for you. Next slide, please, Jen. So 4 steps to staying on track and focused in your business during this time. Beachbody is decide, commit, succeed, right? So decide. Make the decision. You decide here and now that you will continue with this business. You started it for a reason, and it inspired you for a reason. Something ignited within you. You decide now that you will continue with full force no matter what. Decide this and declare it and yell and scream it out loud until you feel it in your bones, and make the decision that this is what you're doing. And you deserve to go forward with this. And the people that you're about to help deserve to go forward with this. Number 2, make a routine, write it down, and take action. Set 3 business goals on the first day that you're feeling down. Even if they're very small goals, write it down. What 3 things can you do to grow your business today, no matter how small they are? Just pick 3 things and make them a little bit more challenging as the days go. It's sort of like when you're not motivated to exercise and you're like, I'm just gonna press play and exercise for 10 minutes and that's it. And then that's all I need to do for today. What happens when you exercise for 10 minutes? Well, your adrenaline gets going and you get motivated and you get into it and you're propelled forward and you finish the workout. It's the same with your business. Just rip off the Band-Aid, press play, and do those activities. Number 3, hyper-focus. Your brain is scattered all over the place right now with whatever you're going through. This is the time, if you weren't hyper-focusing in your business before, it's the time to turn off your phone, put it on airplane mode, go to the coffee shop, lock yourself in your bathroom to stay away from distraction. Stop browsing the internet and Facebook. Stop browsing anything. When you are disciplined and hyper-focused, you will feel amazing and accomplished. And that will, again, release happiness, as I call it, into your brain. This stimulates you. It will keep you going, and you will want to do it again tomorrow because of the feeling that you have at the end of it. Just like a workout, thinking about that feeling that we have when we finish, that exhilaration, like you're on top of the world. It's the same thing if you're hyper focused and you do exactly what you need to be doing. Number 4, and lastly, what is it that we do as Beachbody coaches? What is our purpose? We help others. That is our purpose. So dig deep, focus on helping others. That's our job. But really and truly and wholeheartedly reach out to someone and provide value. When we help others, we help ourselves. I asked to do this call so that I could share my story and maybe possibly help one other person that may be going through something. Maybe it touched one person. In this time in my life, this is the last time in my life that I wanted to do a call. I didn't really want to do a call, not at all. But as I'm thinking about these things, I knew this is what I needed to do. So in talking about these things and hopefully helping one person, I am healing and I'm helping myself. And I know that it will help just one person and in some small way. Next slide. I read this awesome quote this morning. Optimism acts like a resiliency vaccine that enables us to bounce back from emotional and physical difficulties more easily. Goldie Hawn. And it just says everything it needs to say right there. When you change your thoughts, you change your life, and it will manifest throughout. So keep optimistic. And last slide. And this is just a little plug to join my team for those of you that are watching on YouTube. Email me, thanks.
Okay, well, that was awesome. Thank you so much. And I know for sure that you definitely helped more than one person tonight with your tips. And, you know, that's the crazy thing about this business. You know, all of us are just in so many different places, you know, in our personal life, in our business, in our marriage, in our parenthood, just, you know, in our day jobs, just so many different things. And we all have so many different areas of struggle. But through your struggle is where you find how to relate to other people. And just exactly like you said, Jenny, like, I know you didn't want to do this call. You would have rather just been curled up on the couch watching Friends reruns. But, you know, because of what you're going through and this journey, you know, sharing about it and letting people know that you are in a trial, you know, that's just going to grow you as, you know, an already strong leader and just make you that much stronger. So thank you so much for everything you shared. And I really appreciate you being on the call tonight. Next week, we have all things Facebook. So we are going to be talking about Facebook, how you can use it in your business, not just about posting about your workout, but to actually prospect using ads if you have a like page, and just in general, how you can add value to other people, and some other things. So, share. Okay. So I know a lot of us use Facebook already, and this is just going to be a way for you to hone in on some other skills, how you can find people, how you can connect with some other people that maybe you don't know, and without getting banned on Facebook and getting put into Facebook jail for sending friend requests and things like that. Not that that's ever happened to me, but no. All right, so any takeaways, comments, feedback, shout outs?
Huge shout out to Jenny. That was great. I know I joined in late, and I'm sorry about the feedback that I caused when I joined in, but thank you so much.
And of course, I have to say something. So one thing that I want to share with everybody, if Jenny hasn't been a great example of this, is that one thing I try to let everybody know is, you know, what we do is a lot of ups and downs. The business is ups and downs. Our lives are ups and downs. And knowing that you have the support of our team, you know, no matter what you think that you're going through, that you don't have someone that can't relate to it, know that everyone here, I believe, is there to help everybody. And whether it's something personal that you're going through or not, I just want to say thank you to everybody for always being able to provide that. And I think our team is really special in that regard. For those of you who are newer to the team, I've heard from many other team members that our team is very unique in many ways. And this is, again, a great example of how Jenny is taking something personal and giving us inspiration through what she's going through. So I just think that's a great testament. And everybody hopefully knows that we would be there for anybody. So I just wanted to share that.
Yeah, I think that, you know, in my journey of being a coach for over 4 years now, we have, you know, like as a family, helped a lot of people through so many various different things, from, you know, like getting let go from your job or moving, we've had coaches where, their significant other or spouse, got transferred to a different area, and now one person is living here and another person is living there, and just all kinds of things. And that's just the cool thing about us, is that we care. I don't just care about how many Success Club points you have. Like, I care about how you're feeling today. I care about, all kinds of weird things. But and I think that is a huge difference maker from, conversations I've had with people on other teams. It's very just, did you do your vital behaviors? Did you press play? And that's it. Have a nice day. But I really love that about our team, and I've loved getting to know you guys all, on a more personal level, and just having that connection, and, from all across the U.S. is just so cool. So I love that about us. Anyone else? I hear noise, but I don't know if that is somebody or just someone not muted. But okay, well, thank you guys so much for being on. I always really appreciate you guys taking the time to be on this call. A quick note about the group here, the John Maxwell 15 Laws. The group is actually already open. I'll post the link in the team page, and you can request to join. And we'll start in July. So I'd love to have you guys. All right, well, have a good night. See you next week. Have a nice week.